Overnight, the president directed the Pentagon to put military police on standby for a possible operation in Minneapolis. Let's go to NBC's Monica Alba, who's joining me with more from the White House. So, Monica, bring us up to speed on that, as well as the protest that happened last night there in Lafayette Park, right across from the White House.
That's right, Alex. A rare step from the Pentagon, which came at the request of the president to activate these military police units that would take service members from different bases around the country and put them at the ready in order to deploy to Minneapolis if that is necessary. It's not clear whether that exact step of them going to the area has been taken, but they are now ready for that to proceed. And this is notable given that there are National Guardsmen who've been on the ground for days. You heard the Minnesota governor earlier today talk about a more full mobilization of those troops, but this would be an additional step and a significant one. Take a listen to what General Jensen had to say for his reasoning to do this and why it might be necessary more now than ever. Listen to here.
You may have seen or heard that that this evening the president directed the Pentagon to put units of the United States Army on alert to possible operation in Minneapolis. While we were not consulted with as it relates to that, I do believe it's a prudent move to provide other options available for the governor if the governor elects to use those resources.
So, Alex, we haven't heard from the president yet on this. He is about to depart, so if he talks to reporters, we will bring you those remarks in a little bit. But he has been quite active on Twitter all day today, defending the Secret Service for the protests overnight that happened just outside the gates here, steps from where I am, saying that if protesters were to breach the barricades, they would be met with ominous weapons and vicious dogs. Some very dark language there from the president, but saying that there weren't issues in terms of the grounds. Of course, the White House was put on lockdown for about an hour and a half last night, and they are ready in case that happens again today. But what was also notable is that the president then seemed to suggest that his own supporters might be coming to the White House, which could set up for conflicts and clashes with those who are already coming out to protest in the wake of George Floyd's death. Now, the president will be gone, it seems, for the next 7 or 8 hours, so he wouldn't be returning here until later tonight from that trip to Florida after that SpaceX launch is in a second attempt since they scrubbed it on Wednesday, so we'll have to see. But he's also taking on local officials. He called out D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. She's set to respond to him in a news conference in the next hour or so. He's also taking on the Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, and he has been somebody that the president has attacked in the past. In fact, the Trump campaign and the city of Minneapolis still have a dispute over some outstanding security costs from a rally last year that fits a pattern that we've seen since 2016, Alex.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.